This week on RUTV, we talk about ROTC recruitment.
Then we hear from Kendall on the latest pop news. So don't look away, because it all starts right now on RUTV.
Seahawks. Today is Friday, April 26th. I'm Addison Miller.
And I'm Ty Berhart.
Man, it seems like so much has been happening recently.
You're so right. Prom venue and theme were announced, ASB elections are up and running, and on top of all that, new Taylor Swift album just dropped. It's been crazy.
I know. Speaking of the new Taylor Swift album, our very own Kendall Keenan has a lot to say about it. So let's head on over to this week's iteration of Pop Corner.
Hey Seahawks, I'm Kendall, and welcome back to Pop Corner. This past Monday, various companies around the world celebrated Earth Day by announcing special offers that allowed customers to save big on their favorite products. Starbucks took save to a new level as they recently announced that their cold cups are getting a makeover and will now feature up to 20% less plastic and a universal lid to keep over 13 million pounds of plastic out of landfills. This change is expected to reduce the company's carbon emissions as well as cut back on the amount of water that is used in manufacturing the cups that they currently offer. The new cups not only accommodate customers with low vision by using braille and raised lettering to make the drinks more identifiable, but the white and black fill lines will allow baristas to pour drinks more easily, whether the beverage is a dark coffee or a light-colored refresher. The announcement has been met with some criticism, though, as the Starbucks Corporation is dealing with customers unhappy with the company's labor policy and treatments of its workers, as well as the current boycott due to the company's stance on the present situation in Israel and the Palestine crisis. Critics wonder if the news is meant to overshadow these issues and draw in more business as Starbucks begins releasing new cold drinks for the warmer summer months. On a musical note, Coachella wrapped up this past weekend with notable performances by stars like Sabrina Carpenter, Deftones, and Doja Cat, to name a few. Meanwhile, other popular artists like Lana Del Rey, Tyler the Creator, and Gwen Stefani sparked an internet frenzy by bringing out special guests like Billie Eilish, Childish Gambino, and Olivia Rodrigo. Stefani's performance was especially exciting, as her band, No Doubt, was performing together for the first time in almost a decade. Other celebrities like Barry Keoghan, Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce took part in festival fun by embracing the lively atmosphere despite the abundance of technical issues several artists, including Elon Musk's ex-wife, Grimes, had to deal with. In other music-related news, Taylor Swift released her 11th album, The Tortured Poets Department, last Friday, April 19th. She quickly shocked fans by releasing an extended version of the highly anticipated album 2 hours later, titled The Tortured Poets Department, The Anthology. Despite its 31 songs featuring artists like Post Malone and Florence and the Machine, many fans were severely disappointed by the album and have taken to TikTok to express their discontent, with several creators comparing the lyrics to spoken word slam poetry with sleepy beats underneath, making the album somehow both sedative and anxiety-inducing at the same time. Despite this negative feedback, Taylor Swift continues to make history, breaking her own record, as the Tortured Poets Department has already sold over 1.4 million copies in the first 24 hours following its release. Well, Seahawks, what do you think? Is the Tortured Poets Department a torture to listen to? Pop on over at Redondo Union TV on Instagram to let us know. This has been Pop Corner. I'm Kendall Keenan, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for keeping us informed, Kendall. With the next school year approaching rapidly, up comes the opportunity to discover new organizations around campus. Here is ROTC Leadership with more information on their program.
Welcome everyone. I'm Cadet First Lieutenant Mistry, the current adjutant of the Redondo Union High School Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. We are a program designed to help you achieve greatness, striving not just for personal growth, but for the growth of your peers and subordinates as well. Here, we teach you the fundamentals of leadership and collaboration, working together with other cadets to lead incoming members of our family, progressing from squad member to squad leader, guide to commander, and with enough work, you could even rise to my position, a member of the top 4.
Speaking of the top 4, I'm Cadet First Lieutenant Souders, the company executive officer, and with that, I'm in charge of all staff officers within the program. Officer titles are given to exceptional cadets, each position tailored to a specific set of skills. For instance, our knowledge officer creates promotion tests, our supply officer organizes all uniform parts, and our technology officer manages our Cyber Patriot team.
I am Cadet Captain Victoria, the company commanding officer. Here at RUHS, all students are required to take at least 2 years of physical education to graduate, choosing between PE, a sport, or our very own JROTC program. If you are interested in joining a sport but still want to be a part of JROTC, know that we have many cadets that are able to balance their athletics with JROTC activities.
I'm Cadet Sergeant Major Rosales, the Company Sergeant Major of our program. Another major benefit to joining JROTC is our connection with the community. There are many community service opportunities that are given to cadets to become a greater part of our community and give back to the very people in town who raised them. These community service hours are kept secure in our database, ready to be requested and able to be used on college or job applications.
Don't worry if you are no longer an incoming freshman. It doesn't take all 4 years to get to the top. I personally joined during my sophomore year after some friends convinced me to try it out. And now, by my senior year, I was able to become the executive officer of the program. There is no shame if you join your second or third year of a high school either. Any time is a great time to join the Marine Corps JROTC program.
Despite ROTC being commonly perceived as a super strict and rigid program, we follow a simple weekly schedule. Monday is a knowledge lesson taught by our senior Marine instructor. Wednesdays are uniform days where we hold uniform inspections and practice drill. And Friday is our PT day where we exercise and train for the end of the semester physical fitness test, encouraging others and fighting for a spot on the leaderboard.
Overall, joining JROTC has been a great way for us to learn discipline, respect, and the skills required to be an effective and successful leader. Joining this program has had a huge impact on my life and truly shaped me into who I am today. If you have any further questions or would like additional contact, you can email our senior Marine instructor, Captain Nguyen, at h2n@rbsd.org. Thank you for your time, and as we say, have a great Marine Corps Day.
Wow, what a great chance for our Seahawks to better impact their community. And speaking of people that have an amazing impact on our school, let's go over to sports with Mac and Isla.
Welcome back to RUTV Sports. I'm Ella Rogers.
And I'm Mackenzie Baird.
Boys lacrosse faced off against Maricosta last Wednesday in a tight game. They were hanging on throughout the last quarter and tied it up 10-10 with 2 minutes remaining. But in the last 20 seconds, the boys fell short and Costa scored a final goal, making the final score 11-10.
This past Saturday, girls lacrosse faced off against PV. In the first quarter, they were up only 4-2, but in the second, they turned up the heat and scored an extra 10 goals and kept PV to only scoring 2. In total, we beat PV 14-4 with Caitlin Kelly scoring 7 of those goals. Congrats, girls, and continue the hard work.
Staying on a high note, Monday, our Seahawks traveled to Maricosta for Bay League prelims. Our field athletes came out dominating in 8 out of 12 of the total events. For our boys, Kai O'Brien, Bo Osmus, Arden Fazeli, Louise Goldman, and Cypress Gordon won in their individual field events. On the girls' side, Camila Brennan, Audrey Ziegler, and Gianna DeVore went 1-3 in the pole vault. Caroline Rojas won high jump, and Jamie Dinas dominated in discus. Bay League Finals is this Thursday at Maricosta. Those who qualify Thursday will go on to compete at CIF prelims. Congrats and good luck.
Surf competed in the All-Stars comp this past Friday. This was quite the competition. Congrats to all of our finalists, Dylan Morrisrow, Keani Honda, Shane Murphy, Bridget Swift, and Seamus Swift. As always, keep up the good work and be sure to support the surf team.
Girls softball faced off against PV. Pitcher Bailey Murray only reached a 3-2 twice in 28 batters, striking out 3 and only allowing 4 hits. They had key plays with Kayla Rowe throwing out a stolen base attempt by their fastest runner. In the third inning, their score was led by a home run by Abby Lewis, which sailed all the way over to the JV diamond, and later in the fifth, Tyler Fry came in clutch with an RBI single up the middle to score shortstop Kaya Aguirre. Congrats on being 9-0 now, girls, and continue the good work.
Our boys varsity baseball team had an incredible game Tuesday against Maricosta. This head-to-head match had us on the edge of our seats. Maricosta scored 4 runs in the third inning, and with time left in the game, our boys came back with 5 runs in the fifth inning, pulling them through with a dub. As of Tuesday, they are ranked 4th in Bay League. They played one of their last games yesterday against Maricosta. What an amazing season, boys. Congrats.
That's all for this week.
Keep up the good work.
And go Seahawks!
Great job, athletes. And speaking of great jobs, last week our robotics team, 294 Beach Cities Robotics, competed at the first Robotics World Championship in Houston, Texas. They went through qualification matches on Thursday and Friday with a record of 10-5.
In Alliance section on Saturday, they were picked by the first seed Alliance. They went undefeated in division playoffs and move on to Einstein Field to play against the winners of the other 7 divisions. There, they made it through the bracket and into finals, where they sadly lost, but completed the season with the second best alliance in the world. Truly amazing, you guys.
Yeah. And guess what, Seahawks? Prom is coming up. If you're planning on going to prom, tickets are officially on sale. Price is $125 with the ASB sticker and $130 without.
Today is also the last day to vote for the ASB and class cabinet positions. If you haven't seen the ASB campaign videos, the link is in your school email. The link to vote is also in your school email, so don't wait.
From now until May 9th, ROTC is hosting a Krispy Kreme fundraiser to raise funds for the program. You can buy a dozen donuts for $15 from an ROTC cadet, and they will be available for pickup at the auditorium on May 13th.
Our AVID program will have an informational meeting on Monday, April 29th during lunch in room 317. AVID focuses on applying to colleges, bringing guest speakers, college tutors, going on college field trips, and more.
Well, Seahawks, that's all for this week's broadcast. I'm Addison Miller.
And I'm Ty Eberhardt. Have a great weekend, and remember to keep on soaring, Seahawks.